let's begin. Hey! Little chat for your day. We're glad you came our way. Busted brains, bonkers ideas and friends you've heard before. Settle in, let's chat. How did this happen?
Well, sing, say.
How did this happen?
Hi there. Welcome to How Did This Happen? Today I'm going to spend a little time talking about tracking habits, which sounds like it's going to be, like how to make sure you're doing everything right and all that stuff. And it is not that, not even remotely. In fact, I'm going to put a warning here at the beginning. This is a useless warning, but I'm giving it to you anyway. The thing I'm going to talk about today might cause you to never be able to not think about it. Which sounds really ominous. I know, I get that sounds kind of ominous, but it's not. We're just going to talk about something, and if you're the kind of person who focuses on these things, you'll never be able to not think about it again. Like me. I went through this, so I'm forcing it on you now. Enjoy. So here's the background. I shave roughly every other day. You don't have to do it every day. That's a little much. I work from home. It's okay. I don't have any Zoom calls or anything like that going on. I see the same people every day. Meh. I don't have to shave every day. But I shave every other day. And the habit I have, I think, is one that actually probably a lot of people have. And the habit is, so I don't know how you shave, but you put on here's how I do it. Put on some shaving cream, take the razor. I warm it up first, by the way. This is kind of to me, a smart thing. I'm assuming most people do this, but I try to warm it up a little bit, get it a little bendy. I got a pointy jaw. I got to get that thing around my jaw somehow, so make it a little bendy. But that's not really part of this. That's just part of the thing I do when I shave. But the interesting thing is this. So when I shave, I take the razor, make a stroke or two, however many, until the razor's too full of shaving cream and whatever. Then I run it under some water, turn the water on for a second, run it under the water, and I tap it on the side of the sink to shake the water and crud out of it. Then I'll go back and I'll do another stroke. Then I'll go back, put it under the water, tap it on the sink. Pretty normal sounding, right? I think most people probably do that. You want to knock the junk out of the razor so it's more effective on the next stroke, right? And then at the end I do, the same thing, but I tap it more at the end. And I realized one day, this was like a month ago now, and I've been thinking about it ever since. And this is where the warning came in. I can't stop thinking about this. I did this about a month ago. I realized that every time I was tapping it on the sink, I did 3 taps. 3, the magic number 3, 3 is a magic number. I'm not going to sing that song, but you know what it is. Go look it up. It's Blind Melon. Good song. Anyway, always 3 times. And I thought, that's interesting. And then I couldn't, I was basically done shaving that day, so I couldn't really try again and see is it 3 times all the time? So it was 3 times every time, but at the very end, I would tap it on the sink, tap my razor on the sink as many times as it needed, as many as felt good. There wasn't a number associated with it. It could be 2 or 12. It really didn't matter. It's just it was still stuff. I just wanted to keep going, put it under the water again, tap, 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 tap. And I thought, that's kind of weird. Do I really do it 3 times every time? And I tried to decide, maybe this is a normal habit that people have. I can't be the only one. There's 8 billion people in the world. I'm sure other people do this. So I was curious to find out a little bit more about what are people's habits around razor etiquette, I guess. So that's kind of, felt like a little bit of a hard thing to look up. But thanks to the magic of AI, I don't have to look up anything. I just went to ChatGPT and had a discussion around this. How did this repeated pattern happen? Where did this come from? And so first of all, ChatGPT, standard disclaimer, I didn't go and confirm anything that it told me. I had, sort of a semi-deep discussion talking more about the same thing in repeated different ways. So I'm pretty sure it's probably accurate and it all makes sense. So it just sounds true. We're not dealing with the nuclear codes here, so I don't really care that much if it's wrong. Besides, it's psychology, it's pretty low stakes here. But the interesting thing was this. So here's what it told me. It said that micro routines like this, where you're in the middle of something and you do it a certain way or a certain number of times, very common. So you probably do these things also without realizing it. And I'm probably doing that stuff with like 100 other things I do during the day. And I don't know that I have these little micro routines. But they work, right? They're these motor habits that live in your brain's automatic control systems, apparently in the basal ganglia, which is now my new second favorite word. I'll tell you my first favorite word in another episode where we talk about words because I like words. Anyway, basal ganglia. It's like your automatic control systems. It's sort of like your lower level brain. It just does stuff for you. Like you don't have to think to breathe. It's the same kind of thing in a way. So it was very interesting. Like, oh, this is just a thing that people do. Your body, your brain just builds up these little patterns that you do, which they just happen automatically. You're not really thinking about it. They work, they function effectively. They're low stakes, low impact, and you just do them. So this was kind of interesting. And this is where the warning takes place. I can't stop thinking about this thing. It's like when somebody tells you, hey, don't think about a white bear. Okay, well, now obviously you're going to think about a white bear, so that's not working. And that's actually called ironic process theory. It's that when you deliberately try to suppress something, you make that thing more likely to surface in your head. And I have it really bad. I've been trying so hard for the last month to, when I shave, count the number of taps of the razor on the sink just to see, is it actually 3? Because now I'm not even sure that's right. I, I'm thinking about this before I even start shaving now. So I can't get it out of my head. I've like tried, focusing on other things and just like anything I can to not think about it, and I still think about it. So I don't even know if it was 3 taps, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted to. I don't know. I just, in my head, I want to know how many times I tap my razor on the sink because somehow, I don't know, that's like going to tell me something useful about myself. At any rate, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know. Can you guys do that? Can any of you like notice something, have the observer effect fully in action? The observer effect is this phenomenon where the act of observation and measurement alters the state of the thing being observed. It's like the quantum mechanic concept. If you measure the spin of an electron or a whatever this quantum, I guess it's not an electron, deeper, but anyway, if you measure the spin of a particle, it instantly changes the particle. So I feel like that's what I'm doing. Like I can't measure myself. I need somebody else to watch. That's a good idea. Actually, I should do that. It took me a month to figure out I should just have like somehow not pay attention and had somebody else count the number of taps. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'd like to be able to do it because now the more I thought about this, the more I realized I have no idea if it was 3 taps or not. And it's bugging me. It's a stupid little thing and it's really bugging me. It's bugging me so much I decided I had to tell other people about it so that they could be bugged by it too. Because that makes me feel better because I hate people. I don't hate people. I just say those sorts of things to say them because intrusive thoughts win sometimes. Anyway, long story short, I don't think this is actually like OCD, but it's a very obsessive compulsive kind of behavior, just not a disorder. At least that's what I like to tell myself. Anyway, I don't get relief from counting the number. I just want to know what it is. And So that's the deal. Now you know about this. And if in the future you can never shave again without thinking about how many times you tap the razor on the side of the sink, you're welcome. I'm glad I could bring that to your attention and annoy the hell out of you for the rest of your life. So thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this little chat, and I hope you learned how something happened today.
Sun's up, come on in. Got ideas, let's begin. Hey! Little chat for your day. We're glad you came our